Hi everyone, Kelly Shaffner here. Welcome to my channel. Guys, today's video is a what sold fast. Not every single sale in the last 30 days will I be highlighting in this video. Only the items that sold very, very quickly. What is quickly? If I listed an item and it sold within 30 days, that would be ideal. I would be the happiest reseller on earth, and it just doesn't work like that for me. But I am getting better and better about listing items that are selling quicker, and of course, there's always some fails in there, some bad buys. I've had some items that are sitting in my closet over 2 years, and those are the ones I do a cartwheel every single time they sell, but I'm not going over those sales today. Today's video are sales that flipped very quickly, some within 24 hours, some in that 30-day period, but most of these are very rapid flips. So if you're interested in videos like this or reselling content, I sure hope that you are subscribed. If you're not subscribed, please take a moment and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. It warms my heart. Thank you very much for joining me on my reselling mission. Okay, guys, I feel like I have to add a disclaimer into this video and just say that, just because it sold quickly for me does not mean it will sell quickly for you. It's just not how it works. Early on in my reselling career, I was watching one of my favorite YouTubers, and she mentioned a brand and it stuck in my head, and she had a lot of luck selling this one brand very, very quickly. And of course, you know the story already. I found the brand. Yes, I found it. I bought it. I came home excited to list it, and it sat in my closet for months and months and months. So just because she had had luck with it did not mean that I had luck with it. And even when I sold that blouse, it did not offer a high return. I do recommend that you do your research, that you check comps, check sell-through rates and sold comps. That is the most important thing. Checking sold comps and deciding whether the risk is worth it for your business, depending on the cost of goods. Now, you guys know, if you've been following me for any length of time, I keep my cost of goods just as low as possible because I am a relatively new reseller. I've been reselling for 2.5 years. I've been learning as I go, and it's kind of like on-the-job training. So today I'm just going to share with you some pieces that sold within 30 days. If you're interested, please stick around and give the video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Okay, I am scooting over here so you can see pictures right up here of the items that sold quickly for me. Sold a lot of Stitch Fix, guys, and I'm telling you, there is a following for Stitch Fix. So if you see Stitch Fix and you can get it at a great cost of goods, then take a look at it, because it doesn't sell for a whole lot. It sells anywhere from that $15 to $40 price range. That seems like a pretty big price range, but Stitch Fix has coats, they have shoes, they have everything. So just check the comps on your Stitch Fix. This bundle sold within 24 hours of listing it. The first piece was a Fortune and Ivy pink V-neck top. Had a really cute silver zipper in the front. It was a working zipper, and it's mixed material. So it did have the polyester in the front and the brush knit on the back, a sleeveless top, and the next top was also sleeveless, and it was this green paper moon split neck top, mixed material, very similar, no zipper, but very similar. I sold this bundle for $40, so about $20 per piece. Next up was another Stitch Fix, and this is a Stitch Fix exclusive brand called 9 Britain. This was a beautiful teal colored top. It was a polyester top with a scalloped neckline and also a scallop detail on the sleeve. This top sold for $22. The next item to sell was a top from my personal closet. This is by a brand called Lily Silk, and they advertise themselves as affordable silk products. This is a boutique brand. I sold this top for $36, and I didn't even have the opportunity to haul that top. I got it listed, and it sold within hours of listing. 100% silk, a boutique brand. And I got a really, really nice rating and love note on that top. So I'm very happy it went to a nice home. Next up, I want to share with you a skirt. Guys, I don't have a lot of luck selling skirts. You know what? I need to actually quit saying that, because I've sold quite a few skirts this summer. But the thing that most of the skirts I've sold this summer have in common is they've all been a little prairie peasant-like. I sold 2 skirts very quickly, and only one of them This one right here was a soft surroundings, very, very colorful, beaded and sequins, tiered lined skirt. This sold for $15. Now, I had to take that $15 offer because I don't have a lot of luck selling skirts. So I tend to sell my skirts a little bit on the low end of the comps just to keep them moving. And I was really happy to see this colorful, fun skirt move on to its forever home. Okay, this next top was a fun sale. And you guys, I made a video wearing this top and I was contemplating, should I keep it, should I not? A lot of you weighed in on that top. This was an altered state, leopard print, tiered baby doll top. It was so cute. And I did wear it for an entire day. I filmed a video in it. I went out to eat with my family in it, and I just felt like there was way too much fabric for me. I don't have a lot of luck selling altered state, but I love their pieces and I do add them to my Poshmark closet, even though they move super slow for me. So I listed this top for sale for $25, and I think I got an offer for $8. And of course I countered back at $20, and she countered back at $9, and I countered back at $18, and we went back and forth, and I ended up selling the top for $13. I felt like the buyer really wanted the top and did not want to pay much for it. Like I said, this is a brand that does not move rapidly for me. I didn't have a lot invested into the top, so I was happy to get $13 for this top. Next piece was kind of a surprise. It sold in 2 days, and it was a sweater skirt. It was a sweater pencil skirt by the brand Sparrow, which is an Anthro brand, and this sold for $20 in less than 2 days. I received this skirt in one of my recent mystery boxes. That box is almost paid for with the sale of one skirt. This was a mohair blend skirt. I wanted to move it fast because of my history in selling skirts, so I was happy to get $20 for that skirt. Next up was a pair of Can jeans. These were a dark wash flare leg denim, really cute jeans. This brand always performs well for me. These sold in 5 days for $36. And I'll pick Can up, whether they're straight leg, low rise, high rise. It's a brand that performs well for me regardless of style. Next up is a pair of Keen shoes. These were the Calistoga style, black nubuck leather, hiking, outdoor, water type shoe. And these sold for $42 in 11 days. Next up was a piece that I received in a recent mystery box, and this was a pair of Free People gray cutoff shorts. They were almost a Bermuda length short. I don't remember the inseam on them, but when I looked at these shorts, I felt like it was a DIY cutoff short, and I researched the shorts, and sure enough, they were a pair of jeans at one time that were made into shorts. I listed them anyway, and they sold for $16. I was real happy about that because they were gray denim, and gray denim is always a little bit more difficult for me to sell. So yeah, Free People, $16. That box has almost paid for itself. Next up is a pair of shoes that took 7 days to sell. They're by the brand Fly London, a brand that I love to sell because it always sells pretty quickly for me. And these were really cool style too. The style name was Jam, Jamb, and they were a slide wedge mule type shoe. But if you know Fly London, you know that they have kind of a jagged lug sole, almost like a lightning bolt, and that lug sole was inside of a clear plastic wedge. They were really cool shoes. I sold them for $52 in 7 days. And I want to, right here, this is a pair of Fly London. I'm going to put a picture right here that I am certain I am going to sell these, but these have not been a quick flip for me. And I'm guessing the reason that I have had these a little bit longer is because of the color. This is a pair of green Fly Londons that have been in my closet right now, right about 30 days. So not all Fly London is created equal as with every brand, but I am certain I'm going to find those shoes a good home too. Next up, I sold this Madewell Alpaca cardigan for $20. And I think that was probably a little bit low. I actually wore that cardigan. I received it in a mystery box. It was a really nice cardigan. It was a size medium, but it fit me just fine. Open front cardigans often can fit a variety of sizes, but I had another very persistent buyer with their offer, sending me offer after offer, and I finally accepted a $20 offer. This cardigan was listed for 4 days. Okay, next up is a t-shirt that I picked up at the bins. It's by the brand Tory. This was a breast cancer awareness t-shirt, and it looked like it was in really good condition, but after I washed it, once I brought it home, I did notice it had a couple really small spots on it that I thought were paint, and I considered not selling it at all, but I did go ahead and list it, and it sold in 6 days for $15. I've sold a lot of shoes in the last 30 days and was really happy with this sale. This was a pair of Birkenstock Granada sandals, and I picked these up at my local Goodwill for just pennies. I didn't spend much on them at all. I received a lot of low offers on these, and the comps on this style are a little bit lower than, say, an Arizona style. So I wasn't expecting a return like I would with some of the Birkenstocks that I sell. I did sell these for $55. I was very happy about that. They were like new, and I did receive some lower offers on them that I just declined because I knew they would bring a nice return. This next sale was bittersweet, guys. This was a pair of Steve Madden all leather black moto boots that I truly loved. You know, I thought when I shared them in the haul that they were my size. I honestly thought they were my size, and I was considering swapping them out for my moto boots, selling the moto boots I have in my personal collection and keeping these Steve Madden moto boots, but I don't know why I thought I could do that. They weren't my size. They were a size 10, and they sold in 2 days after listing them for $25. I'm happy that they went on to a great home. I'm sad that I couldn't keep them for myself. They were such a nice boot, and they had some character in them. Surprise, surprise, more shoes sold. I sold these fit flop sandals. This was the Lulu style. They were a leather upper fit flop. I think they're an orthotic shoe, and they're super comfortable, guys. And these sold for $33. The buyer did reach out to me because she had never tried this brand before, and all I could do was share my personal experience with fit and comfort with this sandal. So I sold these in 2 days for $33. Shorts have been a consistent seller all summer long. Yeah, go figure. And I am a big fan of selling American Eagle shorts. I thought that was it, the holy grail of shorts, American Eagle, high-rise shorties, and festival shorts. But I'll tell you, there is a brand that has done much, much better for me, and that is Tory. Tory shorts move so quickly. I don't think I have a pair of Tory shorts that has stayed in my closet for more than 7 days. I've hauled most of them in my videos, and you may have seen these before. This is a pair of black denim Tory shorts, and they did have a little lace detail on the hemline. It was so cute, and these black shorts sold for $24. The next quick sale was a pair of Doc Martens, and the style that I sold was called the Virginia. These were made in England, and I suspect that these were vintage style. Now, I did haul these for you, and I told you I expected to sell them anywhere between $80 and $100, and I think I listed them at $85, and I got an offer for $75, which was more than fair and a very nice profit for me. So I accepted that offer. I received a lot of low offers on my Doc Martens, and I always counter just to let them know that I'm going to stand firm on my offer. I've never had a pair of Doc Martens sit in my closet for more than 30 days, so I really can command that higher cost. I did go down. I didn't get the $80 that the comp said that I could, but I was happy with a $75 sale on these shoes. Next up is a pair of shoes by a brand that I love to sell. They're Vionic. And Vionic is a comfort shoe, orthotic shoe that really makes a nice looking shoe. And they have a strong following, especially on the resale market. I always take a second look at Vionics because they perform so well for me. I sold this pair of Vionics. They were called the Sunset. They were like a walking sneaker type shoe, a Mary Jane style, and they were in a size 11. And those larger sizes always perform really well for me. I'll take the larger sizes all day long. In comparison to like the size 5 and 6, the larger sizes sell much faster for me. And I picked these shoes up at my local St. Vincent de Paul, where all of the shoes cost $2 a piece. And also at St. Vincent de Paul, I picked up this Tory dress, and this Tory dress was really cute. Their dresses at St. Vincent de Paul I believe they're $2. If they're not $2, they're $1. So I do pick up Torrid when I can find it at a really great cost of goods. This was a really cute skater dress in an animal print. It was, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was either pink and gray or purple and gray. You're looking at the picture right there. I sold that dress in less than 24 hours for $30. Ooh, this was a fun sale, guys, and I'm excited to share this one with you. And I'll tell you why, because I don't think I ever would have sourced this item if I didn't have friends that are also in the reselling business that share what's selling and what they are picking up. And this is a style that I have had quite a bit of luck with, and that is a caftan. This was a caftan I shared with you that was, it was polyester, but it was a very silky, made in Hawaii, Hawaiian type caftan. When I found this caftan, I did run comps on it, and someone was selling it for $99, and I listed mine high. It was very pretty, very unique, and I sold it for $40. That was an offer that came my way, and I thought that was pretty good. So I took that $40. Now, when I was photographing this caftan, I did discover that it had a few little holes in it, and I suspect they may have been from like a cigarette ash. I did note that in the listing, and I was happy to sell this caftan for $40 with a few little holes in it. Next up was a bundle sale that sold very quickly, within 24 hours, and I think it sold immediately upon this viewer actually watching my video. I think she went straight to my channel and purchased these two pairs of shoes. The first pair was a pair of Stuart Weitzman tortoise shell. They did have a gold chain detail on them. She got those shoes, and she also wanted to try out a pair of teaks. And I had recently found teaks at the bins, and they happened to be in her size. So she purchased both of these shoes from me for $100, and I was so happy with that sale. They sold to one of my friends, a viewer and a fellow content creator here on YouTube. Her channel name is Roxy Reruns. She and I have been following one another on our YouTube journeys for years now, so it was such a pleasure to send these shoes off to a friend of mine. And of course, she wrote me a note and said she's very happy with the shoes. Now, when she purchased these shoes, she did write me a note and said, I want to see what all the hype is about on the Rothy's. And I had to message her back and say, girl, they're not Rothy's, they're teaks. And she said, oh, yeah. I knew they were teaks. Send them on. I was willing to cancel the sale if she had, had them confused and thought she was getting something else. But no. She bought teaks, she wanted teaks, and guess what happened? The very next day, I was in the Goodwill, and I found Rothy's for the very first time in my life. I was so excited about that, and of course, those Rothy's were a very quick sale. When I came home and did the comps on the Rothy's, I was a little bit surprised. People get so excited about Rothy's, and I thought, surely I have a $150 sale here, but au contraire, they sold for $75. The Rothy's I had were called The Flat. They were a rounded toe Rothy. The pointed toe Rothy's do sell for a little bit more, and these were in Scooter Red. What a cute color, right? Scooter Red. They sold for $75, and they sold 13 days after listing. Okay, only a couple more, but guys, things are selling pretty quickly, and I want to share with you the things that are moving fast. So next up is a pair of Ariat boots. These were called the Gold Rush, and they were really cute. I picked these up at the bins. They were a fringy boot, and they sold in 2 days for $79. Ariat. Always look at Ariat boots. I have not had the same luck with Ariat shoes. They do sell for me, but it takes much longer to sell the Ariat shoes than the Ariat boots. Almost any style Ariat boots just move so fast. Take a look at your Ariat boots. And then the final item that sold very quickly in less than 30 days, I honestly think I didn't do I would have to go back and look at everything. I'm not going to do that, but I think everything sold at really less than 2 weeks for most of these things, and this dress was no exception. It sold in 10 days. This was a dress by the brand Tiny, which is an Anthro brand. I think it was called the Kaviana dress, and can't remember if it was silk. It felt like silk. It may have been a silk dress. It was a shirt dress. It was very, very pretty. I sold that for $32 in 10 days time. I was happy with that sale. So that is everything that sold very quickly. And I have a bonus for you, okay? Because these are sales. I'm so happy to have made these sales, and they took a lot longer to sell. I am so happy to report to you that I sold a Toomey Larkin Stockton phone, wallet, chain, handbag that I received in a ThredUp handbag mystery box. I did a collaboration with my friend Quenby, the Grateful Queen, here on YouTube, and I received this bag in that box. That box cost me $150, which put the cost per piece on every handbag at $10. So that's not bad, except that the majority of the handbags that I received in that box were unbranded. I did receive a few good handbags, but most of those handbags have been selling anywhere from the $15 to $20 price point. I did sell a Madewell bag that I got in that box, and with the sale of this Toomey, I am now finally making profit on that handbag. I was happy to see this Toomey go to a good home. This is another bag that I did receive a lot of low offers on, and I felt certain that the right buyer would come in and buy it at fair market resale value, which is what happened. I sold this bag for $120, and the next up was my best sale in the last 30 days, and this was a Tory Burch dress that I found at the thrift store for $6.99. And I also had a 30% senior discount on this dress, so the dress was under $5. It was Tory Burch. It was called the Ethel Dress. It was absolutely stunning. It was a silk dress that had like a tulle overlay. The tulle was made out of nylon and cotton. It was incredibly soft. It was a size 8 dress. I wanted to wear this dress myself. I didn't even try it on because I knew it was too small, and it was a special occasion dress, so I knew I would have to sit on the dress for a while. The dress retailed for $795. Now I found comps on that dress, and it had sold on Poshmark for $120, and it had sold on Tradesy for I think $515. I priced my dress at $250. I got so much attention on that dress, and I did send out offers for $200 on that dress every time someone liked the dress. I did receive an offer for $170. I was so happy to see that dress go to a new home, and she left me a beautiful love note. So that's it, guys. This has kind of been a long video. I thought quick sales, quick video, and that didn't work out, did it? But thank you so much for joining me today, letting me share these quick flips with you. I hope that it may be useful to you in some way. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, join me for another video, and I'll see you in the next one. Blessings to all of you.